Okay, so today I chose to talk about language and how it's a social construct. And I'm going to start off right away by defining language, and it's a system of conventional vocal signs by means of which humans communicate. And like these signs are individual words. So I'm going to use a lot of examples just because I like examples. So apple. The word apple literally means nothing. It's just like 5 letters. So it just means A-P-P-L-E. The only reason we think of like the fruit is because like we've decided that when we say apple, we'll think about the fruit. And that's the same for everything. And a lot of people think that writing as language is a little more concrete than speech, and it's really not. Because like apple, again, like just because I wrote it down doesn't make it mean the fruit. If we wanted to, we could switch it to kitten and still have that mean like apple, the fruit. Which I thought was kind of mind-blowing. So I don't know exactly how the word apple came to be. Like maybe somebody like got hit in the head with an apple and they're like, hey, ha, apple. Like, I don't know. But the reason that we have words is to communicate, what's the word? Like experiences we all share. So for example, every single language in the world will have words for hands and sun, because if you don't have hands, you know somebody who does. And like we've all felt the sun, we've gotten sunburn, it sucks. So like we all have different words for that, which I think is also kind of cool. Language is constantly developing and changing, which I thought was surprising. I don't know a lot about language, which is weird because I'm like an English major. But yeah, language is always changing. So for example, we could switch sun to kitten, and it would mean the same thing, as long as we still have something that means like the orb in the sky that burns us if we stay out too long. So that doesn't really matter. But yeah, there's a couple different reasons why words change. Some of the most popular are called, of course I don't remember the word now, cognates. So cognates and loanwords are 2 of the main reasons. Cognates are kind of cool. Basically, when the world started, whenever that was, there was Proto-Indo-European. So this was the language everyone spoke. Nobody knows what it sounded like or like what happened to it because they didn't have writing. But this broke into like a couple, they're called like mother languages, and these further broke into like little languages. Japanese is like way over here, and then it's got like 7 little like things. I don't know, it's cool. Japanese is weird. But yeah, cognates are pretty much like, English is a Germanic language. So here we would have Germanic. And of course, it would have like German, whatever, like Latin I think is in there, and then English. And a good example for a cognate would be like letters. So in like Latin, it would be like unos, dos, tres, and in English it's 1, 2, 3. They're kind of different, but if somebody counted, like, you would understand the concept. So a cognate is like a word that here we all said the same thing, but here they split up a little bit. So that's one reason words change. And another one are loanwords, which are exactly what they sound like. They're words that like came from different countries. We stole them, essentially. A good example of that would be radio. There were never radios before the radio, so there was never a word for radio. So somebody was just like, hey, radio. Same thing with Apple. And they're like, let's call it radio. So the Germans are like, yeah, radio. So that's how we have different words. And that brings us to dialects. Dialects are another reason words change, and like a similar, I guess, kind of way to think about that is like how we speak versus how we write. So like mountain, really cool word, like a big hill, essentially. Spelled mountain, we pronounce it mountain, but we really don't. We say mountain, like there's no T there. So it's another way language develops, which I think is kind of cool. Like language is just so abstract, and we never really think about it. That's all I've got.